do you think it's possible to turn that girl into a girlfriend? Let's say the guy falls in love with her accidentally or whatever. What would you recommend?
Back in that bag again. Whoa, yeah. Hey. Back in that, yeah. Tell them to watch.
Okay guys, what's up guys? How y'all doing? Welcome back to another video. Thank you guys for always liking, sharing, commenting on all my videos. I appreciate it. We are back at the barber shop with and we're back at the barber shop for another video. And today the topic is a little different. It's should foreigners come to Colombia in search for love? It's in search for a relationship, something serious. Should foreigners come to Colombia, Medellín, Bogota, or other places in order to find that? Is it possible? Is it a good idea? Is it a bad idea? Should they even try? That's what we're going to talk about with Ty, our local superstar barber at work. I'm also going to get a cut. And my brother is getting a cut. But we're going to touch on the topic and we're going to try to find out what's the truth. Tell us, what do you think? Do you think that, first of all, do you think most foreigners, do you think they come here to find a relationship? Why do you think they come to Colombia, foreigners?
Okay, I'm gonna take off my mask so you can see me more perfectly. Yeah.
You're right.
Okay, in search for love, that's the question, right?
Yes.
Okay, look, I'm gonna talk from my own perspective and experiences. It's not a direct experience because I'm local, I live here, I'm a foreigner, but I have talked to a lot of foreigners, and my experience is more basically based on that, right?
Yeah.
The conversations I have had with a lot of customers, right? A lot of foreign customers.
Because a lot of foreign customers, you have a lot of foreign customers that come here.
Exactly, a lot of them come here to the shop. Look, for love, yeah. Look, there's a lot of foreigners who come here in search for real love, and but most of them feel like, okay, Colombia is not the right place to find love because girls are in search of money. But there's something that maybe a lot of visitors don't know, like you and all visitors, is that there's a lot of girls who really want to have a real love, maybe with a foreigner, but maybe they think foreigners are not gonna take them seriously. But foreigners think right the same. Like I'm not gonna get serious with a girl in Colombia because they think they are looking for money, and it's not far from reality. Look, what do a foreigner do when they come here to Medellin or to Colombia? They look and they're going to, let's think about Medellin. This is the place where I live. They go to Provenza, to Parquelleras. I don't know if most of girls, but a lot of girls, beautiful girls that you find there, they're looking for money. If you mess with all those kind of girls, you're not looking for love. You're looking for a particular experience.
Yeah.
Right? But if you wanna get a real love, that's not the right place you need to visit. You need to know more local people. For example, like me, and people who is really from the hood, from the town, yeah, you go to the hood, you make friendship with someone from here, and that person, for example, me, I'm gonna introduce you to girls from here that are not interested in sex.
Or money and things like that.
Exactly. So everything starts with a good conversation, yeah, like a normal situation, and then you can see if you can have a real relationship or not. That's my perception.
Interesting, interesting. Okay, that's a very interesting perspective. Okay. So, someone that's coming here to find a relationship, the worst thing they could do is spend their time in taquilleras and Provencia and places like that where, like, that's what they're looking for. Yeah, the girls will talk to them, but it's because they want something from them.
Exactly. It depends. If you wanna have a girl to live a particular experience just for sex, let's talk more directly.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're looking for sex, that's the right place. Go to jail, go to Provenza or places like this, right? That's why I say it depends on what you're looking for, right? But if you need a girl like a real girl, like a real relationship, you need to start for other places, like local people who is really interested in other things, not girls that maybe a girl who works, a girl who have I don't know how to
that
explain.
goes to university, that studying, that's trying to do something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thanks for helping. Yeah, exactly like this. Yeah.
Would you say, some people say that in Colombia, Medellin, whatever, even in Colombia in general, some people say that like people don't take relationships seriously, that there's a lot of cheating going on, everyone cheats on everyone. Is that true, or that's an exaggeration?
Say that again, please.
Some people say that in Colombia, Medellin, Colombia in general, like people don't take, like even between Colombians, they don't take relationships seriously, that they cheat a lot on each other, they're not, and that they don't take the relationship very seriously. Is it true? Is it a myth? Is it a misconception? Is it something that you can already know when you meet the girl, like you already see that she's going to be doing stuff like that? Or is it like a normal thing that everyone does?
Man, everything changed. Everything changed. And now, that's true. A lot of girls are not interested in having a serious relationship. They just thinking in living their moment, and that's it. But not all the girls are like that. There are different girls that really want to have a strict and serious relationship.
Marriage and that stuff.
Exactly, have sons and and other stuff. Exactly.
Okay. Interesting. So there's all sorts of things going on here. You can't just make assumptions, and you can't just think that everything is one way, because it's not. Okay, so what about dating apps? Tinder, all these dating apps, Colombian Cupid, Bumble. Do you think it's a good place to meet someone, or you think it's a bad idea?
I think it's a matter of being smart and being lucky as well. Because there are many fake things, in those
those dating apps.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dating apps. Yeah, because sometimes this is technology.
Yeah.
You see a girl and you see, wow, so beautiful. And then when you date her and you see in person, you see, wow, is this the girl I saw? That's different. you think it was a president, and now she's like catfish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The filters, all that stuff.
Exactly. Or sometimes it's not the real person, it's another person is taking photos of another person too, right? And sometimes they profile show you something that attracts you. And then when you find a person, maybe it could be that she's really beautiful at yourself, but the personality is not what you're expecting. So there's a lot of things going on, but I think if you're lucky, you go well. If you're not, man.
So meeting in person would definitely be a better option than meeting in person.
Exactly. Yeah, that's going to be a better option all the time. But sometimes, it's like that's the whole world. I mean, you never know. Sometimes there's a lot of girls on Badoo or Tinder that really good girls, beautiful, smart, and good personality, and even some you probably know that there are relationships that started in those and those.
True.
Exactly. Yeah, that's
Interesting. Okay. So you know one thing I don't like? I don't like girls that have, I don't like girls that have fake hair. But very fake hair.
Fake hair, okay.
When you touch their head and you can feel they put this thing under their hair. And girls that have a fake butt.
Okay.
But not a fake butt of surgery, but a fake butt like a pad. I hate that. Is there a lot of that going on here?
I think fake.
And don't get me wrong, I don't even care, a girl that has fake breasts and stuff, I don't mind, because they're there for real. But it's they're not even there for real, that's my problem.
Okay, you know what I think?
What?
To me, the button is not if it's fake or not. To me, is when they exaggerate.
But when it's just like a pad, it's an underwear that has, but when they take it off, it's gone.
Exactly. That's to me, that's a way of exaggerating, for example. Or some examples are some girls think that the biggest butt is the best butt.
Oh my God.
It's not like this.
No, it's
so
not.
I understand a lot of guys like big booty. Yeah, I think maybe more than 90% of men like big booty.
Yeah.
Big booty, but not it's not only the size, but the shape. Sometimes it's so big that it's ugly, and there's not this is the big butt, and the size is skinny, and so
it's not good.
No, it's not good. It doesn't look. It doesn't look really good. I don't like it.
And the fake hair. The fake hair, not the fake hair, let's say you go to the salon and they put you extension and you go to sleep with it and you wake up and stuff stuff that they take off at night.
You talk about a wig.
What?
You talk about a wig.
A wig. Almost a wig, yeah.
You like wig. You don't like wig.
I think I don't like it.
Okay. To me,
when I touch their hand and I see and I feel something, it's wrong.
Well, I have no problem with it.
You're cool with it.
With the hair, if it looks good, that's good to me. If it looks good, sometimes it's an hair extension or something that's a wig. It doesn't matter, because sometimes they got an extension and it looks like
there's a bump.
Like a bomb,
that's what
100%.
Yeah, that's my problem.
Sometimes they had sometimes they had a wig or a hair extension, but you don't know because it looks natural.
Yeah, you're right.
That's
I'm okay with that. You're right. That's okay with me. Yeah, it's when you feel like it's obvious.
It's when you feel or see it.
You see it. You can see it in your eyes that there's a bump and stuff. Yeah, you're right. So like, I think that, in my opinion, to meet someone here, I think there's two options. Like option number one, you use, like I don't think the dating apps and stuff, I don't like them. Like, I think it's a lot of wasting time, and you're gonna go on like the dating apps.
Okay.
Like you're gonna go on a date, and it's not gonna be good, and you're gonna waste money, and then you're gonna go to another one. And
Hey, hermano. Hey.
it's not gonna be good, and you're gonna waste more money. And like, I feel like the two options is one, you meet someone in person, like walking on the street, or she's working, or like, you know, like she's in her store.
Walking on the street, like, for example, how?
Like, for example, you say hi. Like you say hi, you introduce yourself, you shake her hand, and you talk to her. And if she's interested, if she's gonna talk to you. If she's not interested, she's gonna be like, no, thank you, or she's gonna leave. That's okay.
That was one of the things that I used to do a long time ago when I was, when I got in a relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Of course. Yeah.
It's like, I'm walking on the street and I see a girl walking too, and I say, oh, she's appealing to me, I like her. And I approached her and say hi, and I started talking to her. Oh, some of them allow you to.
Yeah. Some of them allow you to, yeah.
And some not. So if she's...
You try.
I just try. If she doesn't pay attention to me it's good.
At least you know.
Yeah.
At least you know you can go to bed at night and you're like, sometimes you see a girl that's really pretty and you're scared, you don't go to talk to her, and then you go to bed at night and then you think, oh, what if I went to talk to her and she was, and just, like, a lot of the girls I dated in my life, I met them like this. So imagine if I didn't go and say hi, I would have never met them. So, but I understand that not everyone is able to do that. I think everyone is able, but some people don't have like the courage to try. So I think that...
That's the first one. What's the second one you say?
The second one I would say is to get someone to introduce you to someone.
Exactly.
That's the second one. If you can't do the other one, you have to...
To me, the second one is the best one. To me, because if I introduce a girl to you, it's because I know her, and I'm not introducing you because you're my friend. I'm not going to introduce some like a bad person to you.
Yeah, true.
Right?
True.
So to me, it's better like this. So you get confidence more directly and more quickly.
True.
Yeah, that's it.
And like at the same time, I think the best is both. The best is to use the two options. Like to talk to people on the street yourself, because you can't always rely on everyone else. Sometimes people are not sometimes you don't, like let's say I only have 2 friends that are Colombians. How many girls do they know?
Exactly.
That's all your choices. But in the streets, outside, I'm looking outside right now, I'm seeing a girl that's cute right now. That if I wasn't making the video, I'll probably go and say hi. You see, the options are unlimited.
So your first option is good because it's more independent.
Yeah.
You didn't need someone to do something for you.
Exactly.
Yeah, you got to show yourself what you are.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's it.
At the mall.
I do it as well. Yeah.
At the mall, in the street, like sometimes, a lot of times, like a girl is working at a restaurant or they're working in a store, and I just say, oh, I think you're really pretty. I'd love to take you out to eat if you want. Just give me your WhatsApp and we can talk and plan. Usually they say yes. Sometimes they say they have a boyfriend, which could be true or not, but honestly, usually they say yes. Maybe 70% of the time.
Or maybe more.
Maybe 80, 90% of the time they say yes.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that every time we're gonna go on the date, but at least there's an opportunity.
Exactly.
So guys,
look, and it works. It works even more for you than for me because you are not from here, not local. So as you say hi, hola, ¿cómo estás? They right away think from your accent they can tell you're not from here. So it makes you more interesting.
Why does it make me more interesting? Why does it make it more interesting? Why?
The fact that you're not Colombian. Not Colombian. I mean the fact that maybe it sounds like in your accent, they can tell.
Exotic a little bit.
Exotic that's the right word. So they feel like, oh, interesting. Maybe new door for another world. Maybe
a new door for another world. Yeah, I like that. I like that. You know, it's not a bad thing. Like it's not like, oh, I hate when guys they assume all the time like, oh, the girl's looking for a visa. No, it's not that. It's that it's interesting. It's new. It's exciting. Girls want exciting things in their lives, you know?
Exactly.
Girls want something exciting. They want something fun, new, that they can learn.
Different.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when they meet someone that's from another country that they've never been to, that's a lot of conversation they can have with that person.
Exactly.
They can talk about their country. They can talk about how is it over there, to live over there, and all sorts of stuff. Girls like that.
Exactly.
So guys, you have an advantage here. Being exotic, being from another country, it's a big advantage. So
yeah,
use it and say hi.
Just say hi.
Just say hi.
Don't feel like, oh, I can do it. No, just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah.
It's and get used to being rejected. The best thing you can do is
you got nothing to lose.
No.
Nothing.
It's a great thing to. I love getting rejected by a girl. When a girl tells me I'm not interested, I love it because I feel like I tried. I feel like I tried.
They say they want to learn. Hey, just saying hi and be kind with them.
Yeah, say hi, shake your hand.
Conversation all the time. They got to be kind and that's it.
And
all the time.
If you speak Spanish a little bit, it really helps.
Mi no va perdiendo inglés.
If you speak Spanish a little bit, that's great. Because when you speak Spanish a little bit, they see that you make an effort. They're like, oh, he speaks a little bit in Spanish and he's not from there, but he's still making an effort to learn. That's so cool. Interesting.
Yeah, if you spoke a little Spanish is better because you make girls feel more confident.
True.
They most of them they don't know English.
No.
So they want to talk, but they're like, what can I say? I don't.
Translator.
Yeah. So if you spoke Spanish, more advantage.
And even just if it's just a little bit, it doesn't even have to be a lot. Just if you spoke Spanish a little bit, that's already such a big deal here. Final result for Marvin. Here's the
Why are you
cut.
crying? Are you sad?
He's crying.
I was going to sleep for it. I was going to sleep. That's fine.
Final result. Here is what it looks like.
He's a little sad.
He's sad because you didn't introduce her to that girl, him to that girl yet.
Fell in love with something with someone who maybe doesn't love it the way they love her.
He actually is crying. Look at this.
He's crying.
Okay, Mr. Cut.
Yes.
I think I have what is going to be the final question.
Okay.
Maybe not. Maybe you're going to add something else.
Okay.
And maybe we're going to have your opinion as well.
Okay.
So, controversial question. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So do you think that it's possible, likely, a bad idea with details to turn what could we call a girl that's, let's call it a freelancer that's working? Do you think it's possible to turn that girl into a girlfriend? Do you think it's possible to turn that girl into a girlfriend? Let's say the guy falls in love with her accidentally or whatever. What would you recommend? I think that a lot of guys, it's gonna happen to them. And I know a few people that are victim to this. Not him. I don't know why I put that name. Not him so far. But what do you think? What's your opinion?
I think that's a very open question because you also say you think it's good something like this.
I don't know.
No. You ask if that's good or not, or is that possible? Okay, look. I'm not the one to say it could be good or bad or a bad idea, but the only thing that I know is I have seen a lot of experiences like this.
Oh.
Like she was a before, she was a Yeah, more direct.
More directly.
She was and now she's a decent woman with a good relationship, and they love each other, and they have a good life. They love each other, and they got a family.
Okay.
You see a lot of stories like this, but other stories like she's a hoe, and she stopped having that habit life, you know, and she's now having a boyfriend, and she's pretending not to be a hoe anymore, and she's cheating on her boyfriend all the time.
With clients or with random guys? Or both?
With both, yeah. So the only thing that I say is I won't recommend it. You know, if she's a hoe, I won't recommend to anyone to take it as a real girlfriend. I won't recommend it, but I won't recommend not to have it as well. Because not all the cases are the same thing. But me, I won't do it. Maybe she could change, but it's just that I don't trust it. I don't trust her. I don't trust she's gonna change. That's on one hand, and on the other hand is she's being dealt with a lot of guys.
Yeah, that's true.
She had
a lot.
You know, a lot is a lot, and now she's gonna be my girlfriend. That's not me. Yeah, that's all I can say about it, bro.
Interesting.
Yes, sir.
That's.
But to sum it up, you say if it is possible, it is possible. Yeah, it is possible because it has happened several times, many times. Yeah.
So if a guy wanted to do that, is there things that could indicate like, oh, this girl is more likely to be able to get out of the life and have a normal life and be a good?
How's that?
Like, let's say someone wanted to try with a girl. Is there like a sign or something that a guy could look out for on the, like a personality trait or something that the guy could be like, okay, you know what, maybe this girl could change? Or is there things that, like for example, if the girl takes drugs, I don't think it's a good sign. You know, if the girl does that and she's also taking a lot of drugs, that's probably a bad sign that she would not be able to change, right? Because she's already addicted to drugs and she's doing all that stuff. That's not good. So is there things that we could see like, oh, maybe like, oh, let's say, I don't know, the girl's doing it and she's studying at the same time and she's planning on getting out. Maybe that's a sign that she can't change. You understand what I mean?
Yeah, but man, to me it's very important. I always say experience is experience, man. Once you get into that life, man, running away from that lifestyle is really hard.
Very hard.
It's really hard. So there's no guarantee at all. So that's why I said before, I don't recommend.
Interesting.
You know what I'm saying?
I do. What do you think about this?
It's true. That's true.
You agree with this?
Yeah.
Would you ever date a girl that does this?
I don't think so.
Doesn't look so sure. He's not sure 100%. So you would never, let's say you were single and you fell in love with one, what would you do? Like accidentally you fell in love with, let's say you didn't even know she was doing this. You met her and you started dating her and then she confessed, oh, I do that job.
That's different.
What would you do?
That's different because you say, if I were in love.
Yeah, you're in
Man,
love.
when you are in love, there's nothing that can stop you.
That's true.
Nothing in life can stop you because you are in love. And when you're really in love, you don't care about anything in life.
That's true.
Even you could see her she's cheating on you. You see the guy, you know, they kissing or maybe they do more. You see in that maybe days with a time you feel like, oh, okay, it was bad, but Anyway, I'm gonna give her another
chance.
opportunity because he loved her deeply in
Yeah.
her heart. So that's different.
Interesting.
And also different because you say he was supposed not to know about it.
Yeah. But she confessed eventually, let's say, like
Exactly.
she said, oh, you know, I have to tell you this is my job.
He just could say like, oh, what didn't you tell me before? But anyway, he's in love now. The problem is done now.
And you know what? A final question, I think, on this topic. What if the girl does that webcam thing?
Welcome.
Webcam. You know, OnlyFans or like online stuff like that.
That's different too, because that's different. But I always say, a webcam a webcam girl has a lot of possibilities to be persuade, but different. You say persuade?
Higher than the guy?
Well, a lot of guys. She's online.
But maybe she could, maybe her being with you, she could quit now. But she was doing that before.
She quit what?
She could quit being doing webcam because now she's with you and you're a big boss.
Man.
You're a big guy.
Okay. The thing is that she's just welcome and no more.
No.
Just welcome.
Just webcam.
Just welcome.
Solo on herself.
I think it's different. I mean, I know a lot of relationships like this. Even his boyfriend, her boyfriend, sometimes help her. You know, he enters to the room and help with, you know, and stuff sometimes, and it's good. But to me, it's different being a worker because, you know, she's not being involved directly
with the
body
bunch
to
of the
body,
guys
body to
every
body
day.
with someone else.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I would prefer better that than doing freelancing, because freelancing is they are in contact with the other person. Webcam is not directly. You have a screen between them. So
There's no feeling. There's no feeling, and there's not a risk to get any disease.
And stuff like
Exactly.
that. Right.
Disease or being pregnant even. Yeah, that's totally different.
So, do you have an advice for a guy that actually fell in love with a freelancer? A girl that does that, not online, but in real life. Do you have an advice? Do you advise run for your life, break up, or you advise ask you some questions, or what do you advise?
If they love them, man, keep loving them, girls. If that's what you feel, if that's a real love, keep loving them. Keep loving your girl. That's it.
All right.
Yeah. But don't kill her. It's not necessary. Some of them do.
Really? But why? They don't want to
You don't see a lot of cases that they in love, and that's why they kill the
wife or girlfriend.
exactly, because they deeply in love and they can hold that bad feeling because she cheating on them, right? It happens sometimes.
But it's her job to cheat on her.
Huh?
It's her job to cheat on him. Like that's her job.
Exactly.
Wow. Okay. Well, guys, you heard it here first. So, guys, I think is there anything that you want to add? Anyone? Anything that you guys want to add?
I think so far so good.
I think it's a good place to end it.
Maybe I will. I want to thank you for the opportunity to talk about this because I love talking about different topics.
It's a good topic.
It helps. We can help each other talking about this.
That's true. For
And
sure.
you who is watching us and listening to us, maybe you can teach us as well, maybe with your comments or
comment. Let us know what you guys think.
yes.
Where can they find you online? I'm going to put the link right there, but where can they find you?
When you visit Colombia, don't forget to come here to the shop. Barberia Mr. Cuts. Barberia Mr. Cuts. Yes, one of the best neighborhoods here in Medellin, Laureles. Yeah.
And the best barber in Medellin.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
And he speaks English.
I appreciate it.
And he speaks English.
I don't speak English, but I'm trying.
Well, you don't speak English, as he speaks in English. I don't speak English. So guys, make sure you follow him. For when you guys are gonna come to Colombia eventually. That's why you're watching this video. Follow the barbershop. I'm putting up right there the link to the Instagram, and it's gonna be in the description also. I'm gonna also put the address of the shop. Make sure you come through. Maybe just come and say hi if you're bald or you know what I mean. Just say hi. But make sure that you come through. This is Eddie Goes Hollywood. Another video coming from Medellin, Colombia. Laureles, the best barbershop in Montreal, Mr. Cut. Guys, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, share the video with one of your friends.
Eddie Goes Hollywood.
Eddie Goes Hollywood.
Don't forget to follow. And activate the
notification bell.
Yeah.
Drop the notification bell.